Hi, this is Natalia Bilbao for the LA Cityview Channel 35. We're here at the Gilbert Lindsay Rec Center for the Let's Get Counted event. It's really important to fill out the Census 2020 form. If you haven't filled it out yet, you can come here, join us until 2, and hey, get a goodie bag with a $5 gift card, get free COVID testing, and meet these amazing people. Amazing people like Maria de la Luz Garcia, who is the director of the LA Census. Soy Natalia Bilbao para el LA Cityview Canal 35. Estamos hoy aquí para celebrar el Let's Get Counted event en el Gilbert Lindsay Rec Center. Si ustedes no han rellenado su formulario para el censo del 2020, pueden venir acá hasta las 2 y además pueden obtener este gift bag que tiene muchísimas cosas, entre ellas un cupón de $5, así que es más que motivación suficiente para venir acá y hacer el cambio que ustedes se merecen. Tenemos aquí además hoy a la directora del LA Census, Maria de la Luz Garcia. We're going to start with the interview in English. Thank you so much, Maria, for being here. Why is it so important for everybody to fill out the 2020 census?
Natalia, thank you so much for being here and covering our event today. We are encouraging every Angelino to be counted for the 2020 census and have been holding these events all across the city of Los Angeles for the last 2 months. And today is no exception. We want people to get counted in the 2020 census because this is how we receive funding for programs in education, housing, transportation, healthcare, and so many more programs that our residents depend on. And without that federal funding, we wouldn't be able to bring things like free COVID testing to communities like this that are so hard hit by the pandemic. So we want everybody to be counted, to be safe, to be able to benefit from those resources. And more than that, we want to make sure that Los Angeles gets the representation it deserves in Washington, D.C. And this all depends on the census count. So that's what we're doing here today, and we're happy to be here and provide that service to all Angelinos.
Thank you, Maria. So I think it's important to try and debunk some of the myths around the Census 2020 form. I believe some people are a little on the fence about filling out. What are the questions that they can expect?
So the 2020 census is really easy to fill out because it only takes 10 minutes and it's 9 questions. The census will only ask you for your name, the ages and birth dates of everybody living in your household, as well as questions on the kind of a household that you live in, whether you own or rent. And then it will ask you a race and ethnicity question, as well as Hispanic origin. And finally, the Census Bureau will ask you a question on just your phone number so that they can contact you in the event that they have any questions.
Right, but this information is not going to be shared with any other organization. It's just for counting purposes, right?
That's absolutely right. The census is completely confidential and secure. It's protected by law under Title 13 of the U.S. Code. And so when you respond to the census, that information is kept private and confidential for 72 years. It's not shared with any other government agency, including law enforcement or anyone else. So for the Census Bureau, who keeps that information, all of its employees take an oath. And there are penalties for any violations of that oath, including up to 5 years in prison or $250,000 fine. So they keep that information locked away with lock and key and make sure that your information is kept safe.
That's very important. I filled it out yesterday and it took me like 5 minutes, and the impact can be so positive in our communities. What are the things that people can expect to see if they fill out the forms? And we have a lot of people doing this across the county.
Absolutely. The census really helps determine the programs and funding that we get here in Los Angeles for things in transportation. It helps us make sure that we can build a greener LA by funding public transportation programs. We also benefit from in education with programs like the free breakfast and lunch programs, special education programs, Pell Grants for college students, Section 8 housing. So many programs that we as Angelinos benefit from directly and gives us a good quality of life. Not to mention healthcare. Healthcare is another program that benefits directly from the census count. Medicaid and Medicare, the food and nutrition programs that our families count on, like SNAP and WIC, all of those programs are directly dependent on census counts.
Wonderful. Vamos a hacer ahorita la entrevista en español para toda nuestra gente hispanoparlante que nos está viendo. María, ¿por qué es tan importante que cada uno de nosotros rellene este formulario para el censo del 2020?
Natalia, muchas gracias por estar aquí con nosotros hoy en día cubriendo este evento. Estamos yendo a través de toda la ciudad de Los Ángeles promoviendo participación en el censo desde hace 2 meses porque es sumamente importante que nuestra comunidad, no nomás latinos, pero todos angelinos se hagan contar en el censo 2020 porque eso es como la ciudad beneficia de fondos y recursos al nivel federal aquí a Los Ángeles. Para programas y servicios en educación, cuidado de salud, transportación y muchos más. Entonces, cuando nosotros nos hacemos contar, estamos diciéndole al gobierno que sí estamos aquí y merecemos que nos den los recursos necesarios para que podamos beneficiar de los programas como como Medicaid y Medicare, programas como SNAP y WIC y programas en transportación para Los Ángeles que sea más
más verde, ¿no?
más verde
sostenible.
y sostenible, gracias. Y además de todo para nuestras viviendas y educación, para ofrecer viviendas a nuestras familias que necesitan esa ayuda.
Y para la gente como yo, que también son inmigrantes, que están acá y que tienen quizás ciertas reservas respecto a rellenar el formulario, ¿qué preguntas pueden esperar y dónde acaba esta información, María?
Mira, el censo nunca te va a preguntar por tu estatus migratorio. El censo simplemente te va a preguntar 9 cosas que incluye tu nombre, el número de personas que están viviendo en tu hogar y preguntas sobre tu etnicidad, incluso si eres de origen hispano o otra etnicidad. Y también te van a preguntar sobre qué tipo de hogar estás viviendo, si alquilas o si eres dueño de tu hogar. Y finalmente te van a pedir por un número de teléfono por si acaso tienen preguntas sobre las respuestas que diste. Pero más que nada queremos comunicar a nuestros residentes que participar en el censo es completamente privado y seguro. Está protegido bajo ley que se llama el título 13 del Código de los Estados Unidos, donde protegemos esa información para 73 años y no se comparte con nadie, incluso otras oficinas gubernamentales, oficinas como la inmigración o oficinas así de policía. Esa información es completamente segura y protegida. Además, si hay alguna violación de esa ley, los violadores pueden enfrentar cárcel hasta 5 años o una multa de $250,000 por cualquier violación. Entonces, eso significa que la privacidad es tomado en serio.
Está
y
completamente
seguro. Por eso queremos que todos respondan, porque cualquier información que le prohíbes al gobierno no se va a compartir con nadie.
Pues muchísimas gracias, María. Muy importante, así que ya saben, no tienen que tener reservas. Además, estamos acá hasta las 2. Tienen su gift bag con su $5 gift card. Gracias, María. Thank you so much for being with us and sharing your knowledge about the Census 2020. And now we are going to interview Nora Gutierrez, who is a representative from District 9, as you can see on her mask, the new 9th. Thank you so much for being here, Nora.
Thank you so much, Natalia, and welcome. On behalf of Councilmember Price, welcome to the new 9th and to Gilbert Lindsay Park.
Thank you. So what can you tell our viewers, what can they expect to see in Los Angeles, in their neighborhoods, in their communities, if they fill out the Census 2024?
So the census is very important, and that's why we're here today, to encourage our community to fill out the census. The census is absolutely important. It makes you visible to the federal government and those people in power that are making decisions about funding for our neighborhoods. So improved roads, parks, programs for seniors, childcare, job programs, all that is very important. So it's vital that our community fills out the census.
So what are the efforts that District 9 has done to try and encourage people to fill out the Census 2020 form?
So our office has been working closely with the mayor's office in promoting events like today where you can come get a test, also fill out the census form. We've also done media push. We've done a webinar showing folks how to fill out the census. So we really tried our best to get the information out, make sure that people are comfortable and know what to expect when they're filling out the census.
And so what are the initiatives or projects that you hope to create or start? You know, if the Census 2020 is filled out and everybody comes here or online or via phone or mail completes it, what are some of the projects we can expect to see, specifically at District 9?
So District 9 obviously uses a lot of the federal funding for transportation projects, so fixing our roads, building new roads. We use money to build new parks, improve existing infrastructure in our parks, as well as creating new programs for seniors and kids.
Ahorita te voy a preguntar las preguntas también en español, Nora. Para nuestra comunidad hispana, obviamente que sabemos que es muy predominante acá en Los Ángeles. Nora, tú como representante del distrito número 9, ¿qué esfuerzos habéis hecho para tratar de que la gente complete los formularios del Censo 2020?
Gracias, Natalia. Bienvenido al Distrito 9. El concejal Price aprecia que tú estés aquí cubriendo este evento. Nuestra oficina ha participado en 3-4 eventos como esto, donde ofrecemos examen de COVID, pero también tenemos los representantes que ayudan a llenar el formulario del censo. También hemos hecho varias campañas por Facebook y por internet, enseñando a las personas qué es lo que van a hacer, cómo se llena la forma y qué son las preguntas, y todo es obviamente confidencial, haciéndole más confortable a las personas que llenen el censo, porque es muy importante.
Y ¿cómo motivarías a la gente que nos está viendo? Y si quieres en particular, tú como eres representante del Distrito 9, ¿qué mejoras podemos esperar en el Distrito 9 en concreto si todos salimos y rellenamos el formulario del Censo 2020?
Pues quiero recalcar la importancia de ser contado. Obviamente no importa tu estatus migratorio, toda la información es confidencial. Es muy importante que los contemos de personas mayores hasta niños chiquitos. El conteo ayuda a nuestros representantes a alocar fondos para la comunidad en cuanto a mejoras para los trabajos de infraestructura como calles, programas para personas de la tercera edad, programas de niños, child care, el programa de SNAP y WIC, y también viviendas. Es muy importante que lo estemos llenando.
Sí, además no más tardas, ¿no? Yo tardé apenas 5 minutos.
Sí, es fácil, facilísimo.
Es muy fácil y el impacto que tiene, no más a corto, sino medio, inclusive largo plazo, es impresionante, así que merece la pena. Y bueno, vamos a estar aquí en el Gilbert Lindsay Rec Center hasta las 2. We're going to be here at the Gilbert Lindsay Rec Center until 2 p.m. Gracias, Nora. Thank you so much.
Gracias, y vengan y háganse contar porque es muy importante. Gracias.
Exactly. Let's get counted. And now we're going to interview Mariah. Hello, Mariah. Mariah used to be a resident of the District 9, but she moved to a different district.
Yes.
But she still loves District 9, obviously. So, Mariah, why do you think it's important for other LA residents to fill out the Census 2020 form?
Definitely. It is important simply because, again, as you mentioned, I am a former resident of District 9. And just being in my community alone, I think that the resources that I got the chance to pretty much receive myself, I am giving back now. So, again, that's towards our youth, whether that's providing childcare, after-school programs, whether that's helping them with college applications, as well as definitely employment right now. Due to COVID, a lot of of our community residents have lost their jobs. So I think the census is important because it's going to go towards services and resources that are needed.
So now we've just interviewed Nora Gutierrez, who is a representative for District 9. If you were a representative for your district, what are the changes you would like to see in your community thanks to the federal funds allocated because of Census 2020?
Definitely. I would say, again, currently being employed with All People's Community Center, one of the things that our families have, unfortunately, are coming across is housing, so
yes.
Due to the increasing of rent, and as we all know, LA rent is extremely high, but I think taking the funds and providing it towards our residents in regards to their housing, whether that's lowering it or whether it's helping them with their utility bills, that also comes with their children, their youth. So a lot of times, it could be school, academic. So if that means, providing more online education as far as tutoring, as far as maybe after school programs, I think that would be beneficial for our community residents right now.
So now some final words of encouragement to people who are still a little bit on the fence about completing the 2020
Yes.
census. Mariah?
Definitely. So as someone else just said, it only takes 5 minutes. your voice, your count, it really does count. And I think it's important. Definitely utilize the census as one of the ways to improve our community, just improve our overall society for all. So definitely take the time to do it. Your vote and your voice counts.
Thank you so much,
Yes.
Mariah.
Thank you.
We're going to be here, remember, at the Gilbert Lindsay Rec Center. You can come here until 2 p.m. You can get a free COVID testing. You can fill out your census form and get this incredible, look at the contents, gift bag with a $5 gift card. So thank you so much. This is, I'm going to show so you can see, it's an official bag. Thank you so much for watching. This is Natalia Wow for the LA Cityview Channel 35. Have a wonderful day. Bueno, ya estamos acá, ya saben que vamos a seguir acá en el Gilbert Lindsay Rec Center hasta las 2. Pueden venir acá para hacerse su test gratuito de COVID, para rellenar su formulario del Censo 2020 y obtener esta increíble bolsa oficial de goodies con un cupón de $5. Así que ya saben, gracias por vernos. Soy Natalia Bilbao para el LA Cityview Channel 35. Muchísimas gracias, tengan un precioso día. Have a wonderful day.